name is Paul Edo-Aranmude. I am a seminarian for the Archdiocese of Grouard-McLennan, and I am from Nigeria. I was born and raised a Catholic, brought up by devout Catholic parents. I was a chorister in the church. I was a lector. I was a member of some pious societies in the church, the Legion of Mary and other religious society that I was engaged in, particularly regular visitations to the hospitals, prison ministries, children ministry, and other things in the church. I didn't just see the faith as just the faith of the church, but as my own faith. And so I have made efforts in living out this faith, practicing the faith everywhere and anywhere I find myself, and trying to be a witness to this faith. The call to the priesthood, I can say from my childhood, especially priests who worked in my parishes, who really influenced me in answering the call of God. Their heroic life of prayers and examples, their life of charity, their pastoral love for the people of God really influenced me a lot. Since then, I have been trying to respond to this call and to know the will of God and what He's calling me to. The Blessed Virgin Mary is very important to me in my spiritual life. She has been and she will continue to be. And so I think not just for me, anyone who is discerning the call to the priesthood really has to be close to the Blessed Virgin Mary. She's the Queen of Apostles, and through intercession, anyone can succeed in the missionary work of Christ. I first entered the seminary back in Nigeria, 2009. I never really had any opposition from my parents and my friends. That is one thing I really enjoyed, that really helped me so far. My parents were really happy. They were, okay, if that is what you want to do and you feel God is calling you, who are we to say no? So they were really supportive. I think the reason why we still have so many vocations in Nigeria is the contribution of the family, strong Catholic family who still hold on to the faith, encourage their children, encourage their young men to answer the call of God. I continued my seminary training here in Canada. I felt it was need for me to go beyond my local diocese and to be a missionary in other dioceses to help in spreading the gospel of Christ. I applied to come to this archdiocese and by God's grace to be a priest here and assist in the missionary work. In all of this, I can say is divine providence. I think for now that is where God wants me to be. Seminary life in Canada and back in Nigeria, there's really not much difference because formation is one and the church is one, and there is always one particular goal that every seminary is forming their seminarians to, which is the priesthood of Christ and to be holy priests. So coming here was like a continuation of my formation back in Nigeria. The only difference I could see is in terms of the culture, the climate here in Canada was really the first time I had a direct experience with the snow. Remember my first weeks in Canada, they were like, "How is Canada? We heard there are so many snow. Hope you are still alive." Sometimes I miss home, miss my mom, miss my siblings, but I'm fine and I'm good that having to know that they are fine and they are well, that gives me great comfort. I hope to see them someday in Canada and for visits and to say hi to them again. Yeah. I think many things have really given me joy here being in Canada. First of all, the people of God here, very welcoming, friendly, and supportive in prayers and in different ways. The seminary gives me joy. It's a place to be. It's a place that radiates joy. Living with your brothers in the community, it radiates that. It gives you that sense of belongingness. Being here is like having another family again. I really feel I'm at home. I'm with my family. Last year, summer, I spent most of the summer with the Archbishop. It was a privilege for me to know more about him, to learn more about him. He's really a wonderful man. I've prayed together, We cooked together, took me around the archdiocese, and that was really helpful for me, to know about the diocese, about the people, about different places in the diocese, and it was like an eye-opener for me. When I knew that many Nigerian priests are here, meeting them was like being at home again, feeling at home again. We talk, and sometimes we talk, in our local pidgin English, and that gives us that sense of this is my brother, belongingness. There's always a lot of work to be done. We still need many vocations here in Canada, many young men and women who would be happy to embrace the call of God, to serve Him as priests and religious. I think there are many obstacles preventing people from really discerning the call of God to the priesthood. There are so many voices in the world that are really preventing people from answering this call. And these voices seem to be louder than the voice of God. Some will say, I can't be a priest because I don't want to live that life of perpetual obedience. I don't want to obey anybody. I want to be a boss. I want to be a god of myself. But the vow of poverty, obedience, and celibacy are not really obstacles. If really we have true disposition to them, they are really there to assist us to make you a better priest, a fruitful priest. We need to have that trust and total confidence in God who is calling us to follow Him. And if God is calling you, God will not call you to a ministry or to a work that He knows you cannot do. It is only with the power of God that we can answer the call, not our human effort or human power. What I look forward to when I become a priest is to try to live a holy life, to lead the people of God in the right way. I am very excited and happy to serve the people of the Archdiocese by the grace of God and to give my best to God and to the service of the people of this Archdiocese. That is why I'm here.
Last question. No, that's it.
You see, I was not scared. I said, okay, no problem, go ahead.